Hello there, I'm AJ PuzzleFerret, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance! And one of these places is where we need to be. Let's sit down here. Maybe this'll do. There. Now we'll wait patiently. Uh-oh. Hi! You don't mind me sitting here? Nope. Oh, hi. You're going to clean that little bit right in front of me. That's nice. You haven't got a cloth. Have you noticed that? I have. Alright, so let's move the time up a little bit. Let's just go in like 1 hour increments. Aha! He's here. Right. Hello, Father.
The blessings of our Lord be...
And with you, lad. Take a seat.
Okay.
One bear for me.
One seat. Great. Hi, sir. Now what? Sit down with the priest. Done. Accomplished. I guess I want to talk to him.
I'm sorry I can't tell you everything,
Where'd she go?
but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
Ah, I'm from Skalitz.
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
Dead.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Ah.
Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
It was.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me.
They did
They
kill me.
slaughtered people in the surrounding
Several
villages.
times.
There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
He did send him, did he? I can't
He
remember.
did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujitz, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Noyo? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
This time they weren't
The
exaggerating.
rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack.
Nah.
And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed.
Indeed.
Dreadful. Well
Yes.
then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home.
I noticed you've handed with your handle, with the sword. I noticed you live with a woman. Let's get straight to the point. I noticed you.
I noticed you're pretty
said this
handy with a
before,
sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
So I notice you live with a woman.
I notice there's a woman living with you at the presbytery.
What of it? Have you never met a cleric who lives with a woman before? Mother Church won't let me take her to wife. Too afraid it might lose its property to any heirs she bore me.
All right.
But she cooks and cleans. And, well, as a man, I have my needs.
I'm not sure the parish priest at St. James would agree with you.
I heard he was a bit odd.
Okay, let's get straight to
Well,
the point.
we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
He's dead. He's actually dead. Then I've reached a dead end. You're making excuses. Huh. I'm gonna have to go
You're
with
just
that.
making excuses.
Ooh,
The people
well,
who
it's
say
my
the
choice.
church is
Okay.
corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own
no.
comfort.
I didn't
sorry you
realize
see
how
it
bad
that
that was gonna go.
Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical, condemning vices, and of course describing them in detail. The tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days, and stories from real life with a nice moral to them are popular as well, especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth. And they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if
really?
the devil himself
cool.
were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Right.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
You want to preach against debauchery. I've never seen it written down before. What do you think of Hus? Hus? Who's Hus? The teaching of Master Hus. What are the folks saying about it? Enough about preaching. What do you think about Hus? What do you think of Hus? Maybe. I don't know. You want to preach against debauchery? I don't know. Which one are we going with? The teaching of Master Hus.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
I see. Okay, what do you think of... Oh, we kind of know that, don't we? What are folks saying about it?
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe?
I wonder if they did. Okay, you want to preach against debauchery. Well, it's like one of
Don't
the
you
only
think
things
it's a bit
left.
odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
Ah, okay. I was expecting a long answer from that, but apparently just, no, I don't. And that's
Thanks
that.
for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
Oh, I suddenly
What
got
do you
drunk.
suppose? We have a drink, of course.
I literally got drunk halfway through that chat. I'd say that's a good plan. I'm not in the mood for booze. Okay, let's go with the good plan.
That sounds like a good plan.
Getting him
I
drunk,
knew
we
you
might
wouldn't
get
let me
more
down.
information. Well, more information, please. Hang on. Darkness. Ah, a cutscene. Hello there. More booze, I guess. Ooh, lots of chicken. Okay, we got plenty drunk by the looks of it. No, I'm not playing dice. I can't play dice. I'm terrible at dice. How much money am I going to lose in this process? Yeah, looks like I lost more dice again. You watch it, Henry. You've already got a partner. Ah, I won something. Oh, he's under the table.
Enough of this!
Uh-oh.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing
dear.
to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men,
That's not
throw
true.
them out.
Oh, out we go. It's not like the people weren't serving us.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Are you kidding? No chance. I'm drunk. Ah, you are kidding me. You got me in a fight with the local bailiff? You gotta be joking. Ah, heck.
You're done for.
Alright, fine. I'm still terrible at fighting, it has to be said. Yeah. What happens if I win? Oh dear. At least I'm better at that now. If I grab them and push them, surely that'll work. Ow, ow. It's so dark, you can't hardly see anything. And I'm mostly staring at the ground. Okay, I want to back up because I don't want to lose my, what is it? Stamina! Yeah. Ooh, dear. Ow, ow. Was that me farting? Good grief. That wasn't me, I swear. I'm just keeping this guy busy, really. Oh, good. I backed up. Oh, well. That's good. Climb the bell tower?
Wouldn't you like to have a little ring on the bell?
What?
Said and done.
I'd
the
love
heck?
to. And Henry, too, I'm sure. Right, Henry?
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people
What?
say?
Heck
Say
are we?
what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my
That was him.
dears.
Certain of it.
Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Yes. Just, I need to get in, but I don't want to fall off the platform. Oh, it says I'm in a private area. Oops. What's going on?
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
No, you make everybody think that there's an attack on the place. That's really bad.
This is wonderful.
No. Oh, nice. Classy.
Bloody
Oh
And now,
dear.
my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Hey? Hang on, wait a minute. You better not be fooling around.
Godwin, you old goat.
Henry!
Come here.
You better not be been fooling around, I can tell you. You've got a partner already. Oh, hello. No,
Priest has
no,
mounted up.
no.
What do you say, Henry?
Henry,
Shall
no.
we take a little ride
Concentrate
of
on
our
not doing this. Uh-oh. Oh, bother. Henry can't help himself. I was trying hard to avoid this sort of thing because he's got a partner already. You're trouble, Henry. Honestly. At least it's better than the chicken. Okay. So he's now still very drunk. And we're like walking around like a zombie now. Brains. Meh. Are you doing an impression of a sheep? You gonna tell me about Thingy now? Wow, this priest is different. Okay.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Oh, classy. That other lady is never going to talk to us again. That is going to be it. That's the end of any conversation with her. Okay. Completely passed out. Where are we now?
Godwin, you beast. Get up.
Dump some water on his face.
Do you hear me?
That'll work.
Wake up, you drunkards.
Fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you?
Oh, he's forgotten about us already.
My great friend, Henry. And we have a wonderful time.
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Ah. Interesting.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about?
You have
Before my
duties to
flock eats me
perform.
alive. I've forgotten something.
Yeah.
What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
What?
How? You're the priest.
I
Yeah.
can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but
Probably.
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
Oh yeah, because I know a lot about doing that.
First,
That'll
I
be no
investigate a
problem.
murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you
Oh,
recently
you want
heard
me to
preaching
lie
there.
to everyone?
Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless.
Oh yeah, flawless. Couldn't possibly
How
go
about
wrong.
this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
Looks like it's a job to be done, then. Reputation gained. I got drunk. That counts as gaining reputation. Alright, the confessional seal isn't sacred anymore. We'll never get away with it. Alright, but I can't guarantee the results.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
Yeah.
No, neither can I.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that.
Oh,
no
heck.
need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubos.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
I don't remember much of it. In fact, I barely remember any of it. It's just basically you were angry at the church. Is that it? That I can barely stand. And I don't think I'm wearing anything. I should be wearing something. Let's put on clothes. That's always a good start. You know, you don't really want to do a sermon without clothes because you know, you might not go down well. Right. Now we have clothes. Why do I have a oh, that's the fallen block from the monastery. Right. Okay, fair enough. Hi.
And then what's the holdup? We've no.
I'm on my way. You can see me? Right. Okay. Well, we will get on with the sermon, but we're going to have to get on with the sermon in the next episode because I'm way out of time. In the meanwhile, you take care. Thanks for watching. Feel free to watch other things on my channel. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye for now.